Segment C in 2014 was pretty rough. I put a lot of pressure on myself and add that pressure to not knowing really what to expect, and I got beat up pretty good. I saw 2 deer and didn't have a shot at any of them. This year I came in and I told myself that I was going to scout hard and find plenty of backup spots, but more than anything else, just enjoy the sit, enjoy the time, and doing that took some pressure off. I wanted to do well, but all in all, I came to enjoy the property, came to enjoy just being out, the outdoors, and having an opportunity to hunt these deer. Came into this hunt planning to hunt big mineral. It was the unit that I knew the best. I'd hunted it last year and scouted it the most, so I focused my efforts there. Turns out we got some historic rains going into this segment. Flooding, as you can see, really changed the dynamic in a big way. That put my sets at 3.5 and 4 miles in. Friday came and I went to my farthest spot, and it was mid-morning, and I had a young buck come through at a pretty close range. He was sniffing and finding his way through the woods. I let him walk. Too small. At 3:45, I had 6 does come in from the south. They were upwind. They spooked one time and they kind of scattered a little bit in the area here. And one of them came broadside about 17 yards, and I went ahead and let it shot at her. Sounded good, and she donkey kicked and ran, and I've heard her back up here. Sounded like she was coughing and struggling, so I'll give her about 15 more minutes and get down and see if I can go find her. So hopefully she's mature enough to hit that golden ticket for this next year. Had a shot, looked good, sounded good, and ultimately I couldn't find that doe, which kills me. saw deer on Saturday, had a really cool encounter with an old gnarly broke up buck. The wind was right. I was in an old pecan tree that fell down and created a really nice natural brush blind. He came in at 12 yards, had a broadside shot, decided not to take that shot. He worked his way around within 8 yards of me. And, that's as close as I've ever been to a deer on the ground. It was a really neat experience. Got in my 4th spot this morning and had my climber ready to go. And about 8 o'clock, had a deer come in and sounded like squirrels that had been rustling around behind me all morning, and just got a glimpse of antlers. I knew this is a deer I wanted to shoot. So I went ahead and grabbed my bow and spun around and had to lean out, and he was right beside the tree I'd ranged at 30 yards earlier. So I went ahead and settled that pin and took the shot, and the shot turned out to be a little bit forward in the shoulder, and went ahead and gave that deer about 3 hours, a little more to go lay down. And he only went about 200 yards, piled up in a pond, head up. Well, I'm about back to the truck. I'm packing my climber out. Gonna get the game cart and go back and load him up. All in all, not the easiest tracking job I ever had, but it probably wasn't the best shot I ever had either. So that's the way it goes. On day 3 of segment C here at Hagerman. La, la, la. Came in this year with a better plan, scouted harder, came in with a better mindset, and had plenty of backup spots, and I needed 5 of the 7, so I feel very fortunate. I saw deer on every sit, and I was able to put myself in a position to take some shots if I wanted them. All in all, I feel very blessed to be able to come out and hunt. This is a beautiful property. The folks at the Hagerman do a great job, put on a first-class hunt, and the property is second to none. I want to thank them and thank the good Lord for creating this.